Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
How is the screen, Stefan?
It's exquisite.
It's good. Okay,
Yeah.
that's nice. I had some issues in the previous one with some gray spots, but then it's good.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
So we're ready for the last session in the stream for the day. And it's about time. Maybe wait a minute. Or maybe you start, Per-Ola. I hand over to you.
Yes, thank you very much. I believe, or I'm happy to see that at least someone is left here. I thought it would be a long day for a lot of you. Yes, I will present myself. I am Per-Ola Berntsen from Norway. I am a sales application engineer in Trimble for EMEA, stationed in Norway and covering the Nordics, basically. I have my background is photogrammetry. I've been working with mapping and modeling for 15 years. Then I have been a support manager in SciTech for 11 years. That is the construction dealer for Trimble around the globe. And the last 2.5 years, I've been in Trimble. I am pretty excited actually to show you this new feature from Quadri, where we can export design data directly through the field. It's kind of a new thing, and I think Quadri is a bit ahead of time with this implementation. It builds the bridge, in my opinion, between consultant and the machine operator. So you skip a few links in between, and you get directly to the machine, and you will know the result. So that is what I'm going to present here today. So let me see if I can jump to this. One sec. Yeah, now all of a sudden I cannot move. Right. There we are. So, questions. There is a Q&A button. You can add any questions there, and we'll try to respond to them at the end of this presentation. So the agenda now is to show you how to create a common project. I believe quite a lot of you already know this, so it might be some banalities in the beginning, but I will have to go through to show you exactly what is required to be able to do the workflow from Quadri and to field. You will have to select some data that you will put into this. You need a Trimble ID for all of this. You will have multiple platforms that you will have to walk through a bit. Trimble Connect is the first one where we will set up a project. We need to add some extensions, and for that you will need administrator rights on Works Manager, and the same for Quadri, and you of course need a Quadri license. With this implementation, you can send design to field through the ISO standard 15143-4. If you want to look it up, it's available online, and you can see what that actually does. It's pretty comprehensive, and it does a lot of things that will benefit this industry in the future. And towards the end of this, we will check the design that we have created and sent to the machine directly in the machine simulator and see how it looks. So to create a common project, we will have to start with Trimble Connect, obviously. So we will log into Trimble Connect, connect.trimble.com, where you will have to use your Trimble ID to get in. Then we will create a new project there, add a project name, and save the project. You've done this hundreds of times, many of you, I believe, but still, we will have to show you on how this is done. So we will start the first video and just create this project. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So you log into Trimble Connect, you go to the New button. pretty kind of logic, I would say. And then you enter the project. For this one, we have used the name Digital Day 2024, which I've used for all this setup. Inside here, you also see the project ownership, and you will see the project license you have for Trimble Connect. When you hit save, you will get into this project and you have that already set up. And you can start now to use your tasks. You can add folders, you can add files, and you can do everything that you do normally inside Trimble Connect. Then, once you've created the project, you will need to have a boundary and a coordinate reference system. And you will set that under settings. The boundary is mandatory simply because it goes into Works Manager at the extension settings we will do a bit later. You draw the boundary with a pencil and you end it with a double click and then just save it. And pretty much the same for the coordinate reference system. Use the published library if it is a standard coordinate system, or you can even import a calibration if you have that available. Select the correct system and zone. GeoAid is included, and then you save it, and that's mandatory. Do not forget to save. You will lose your settings. The boundary is not kind of on meter accuracy. It can be whatever, and it can be altered and changed at a later stage. You just need the boundary in the area you're going to work. So again, we'll jump into a video and show you how to do that. And I'm pretty sure you've done that many times as well. So we have to go down to settings and click there. That will open the dialog inside and you will see the map and you will see everything under project details. So on the right side, you will have the map and you will have to zoom in where you want to create your project. We will go to Sweden and then you use this pencil to create it. You will do the same for the coordinate reference system. So let's zoom in to the beautiful little town of Örebro in Sweden. And we will create our project here. So then we go to the top, click the pencil and just draw this boundary on map. It's very straightforward. The setup of this work is needed to be done once. Once you've done, you can use Quadri for the rest. So you just need to do this. And this is industry standard, actually. Everyone has to do the same. So once you're done, you double click, save the changes. And then you go down and select your coordinate reference system in the same way. That will open the database inside Trimble Connect, and you will get access to all coordinate systems in the world that is published here. So we go to Sweden, zone 15, select that one, and you can also check the properties and see if this is correct. So you have the zone 15 and you see you have the geo.
Now we lost your sound, Per-Ola. For some reason.
Yeah, sorry about that. I think it will now work. Do you hear me now?
Yes, yes, we hear you.
Yeah, sorry, someone was calling me. That's stupid. Yeah. Okay, so the next step, or did you lose a lot on the previous step? I believe everyone knows how to set up a project and the boundary and the coordinate reference system. So that's not too complicated. So the next will be the extensions in Trimble Connect. You need to activate this inside the settings, and we will here connect Works Manager and we will connect Quadri. And that creates a common project. So let's skip to that and watch that video as well. So Works Manager and Quadri has the potential, both of them, to be on this extension list. There's also some others that you can use, among them Access, Trimble Access, and a few others. So you will need to go to Job Site Management, click on the cogwheel, and you will get access to all your accounts where you are admin. And that's mandatory. So you need to have that permission on Works Manager. Works Manager is for free for license for users, not the problem. So you can get access to that. We will use the heavy civil one here, which is Trimble's own. And then we'll select only 2D, and I will come back to why at a bit later stage. Then we save it, and it will be synchronized. The project will be created in Works Manager and also in Works OS, and we'll come back to that as well and tell you what that is. So the next thing we need to do is to go and activate the same for Quadri. So we will go back to the extensions list and use the civil design and construction collaboration and synchronize the details with Quadri. And here as well, you will need admin rights to the organization or the ownership that you are accessing. So be aware of that. Then we will use Quadri, and we will use the latest feature catalog. And you can look at the rest of the details here. It's the boundary with coordinates, and that's it. And then we just save this, and you have enabled the connection actually to Quadri. So that is the extensions in Trimble Connect. So now you have a common project, and I will go through the details a bit because I believe you all know Trimble Connect, but you may not know Works Manager and Works OS. So both of those are online platforms. Works Manager is the front window for civil construction in Trimble. So everything that will be or is connected to the field with a cloud service goes through Works Manager. There is the position of devices, a bit of typo there, I see. You can use the data management. You must be admin, as I said. That is mandatory on this. There is no licenses for Works Manager, at this point at least. There is licenses for the devices, so they need a license. So you can share or add as many users as you want inside Works Manager. That is not a problem. So then you can log in there and you can add your devices before you start a Quadri workflow. And that is recommended simply because you will have a populated list of the devices that is connected to your project. Again, this is pretty common in the setup in site management. Works OS, however, is the production platform in Trimble. So that will record and present and document everything that the machines does on site. So you can get data back directly from the machine, and you can have volume calculations, progress, monitoring, etc. inside Works OS. But it do not accept conflicts between 3D projects. That's why I said 2D in the previous setting. Then there will be no conflicts. Then inside Quadri, you just open Quadri, you select or join the project, and then you set up the details and structure for it, and you add some data. And that's what you need. And then you will have a visual inspection of the data that you have taken in, and we will go further from there. So again, we will have a look at how Quadri is set up. You will, of course, open it. You need a license. And then you go to the burger menu and you will find your project from Trimble Connect. And you will have to join that project. You can change the worksheet name if you want, but no need. And then Quadri will fetch all the data from Trimble Connect. It's not much there because it's only the project name and actually the boundary and the coordinate reference system. So that shouldn't take too long. It will take half a minute, and then you should have everything up and running. So just wait till that is done. And this is in time what I've actually recorded. Then we need properties, and we need the Explorer and all these setups. You know this by heart, so I believe you have your own templates for this, and you know exactly what to do. I do not do this too often, so I might have a strange setup for you, but then again, it's yeah, hey, this is my choice. I do it like I want, right? I specifically need the Explorer. And with the Explorer, I want the folder structure and everything set up. So I go in and add that. So I insert the structure and I use the top one. I know that one is kind of okay. Then I go to import and I will start to add data into Quadri. So I need to make a insert task, import files, and I will, in this case, add data from Trimble Business Center. It would have been possible to use a connector to TBC and fetch the data directly, but I thought it would be more visible if I go and select a file. So I will go and select a LAN.xml, which I've made, a small road that I made in TBC, and you will get questions about coordinate reference systems, etc. And you get the settings for that. Further on, you will have to select the import rules, as you know, for the setup. So we will go in, skip the settings and go to import rules. And then select conversion by LAN.xml object, and I need alignments that is in there. There's only one, so there's one alignment. And I will want that inside as well. So I click OK and finish. Usually you probably want to preview what to take in, but this is a simple road. I didn't bother. So I just take it up and I visualize this in 3D to see if everything looks all right. Beautiful road, I must say, made in 4 minutes in Trimble Business Center. We have the chainage and we have what we need to put it out to the device. So here is the start of what differs slightly from the normal workflow that you do in Quadri. We will create an output task and use the design to device workflow, and that is different than what you're used to. We will, of course, select objects to export. That's the standard. Everyone does that based on a feature list. We will not add the chainage limitation, but it's possible to do that. If you have a very long and complex road, you might want to reduce the number of chainage. So let's say you go from chainage 100 to 500, and you take that part of the road only. Then a bit special, you will be able to select exactly which device you want this design to be dispatched to. And that is new and pretty awesome. And then you finish it, and we will later look at how this actually turned out. So again, back to our beautiful videos, and we will show how to send design to device. So we select an output task, and there is a new button called Design to Device. And we will use that functionality now to send data. It's nice to put in a subtask on it so you know where it is inside Quadri, and of course use a good name for it. And E18 is beautiful. It's really good in Sweden. So we will make that E18E underscore road, and then we will have to select what this should be. And we will go to the task, do the import tasks, and take all the data there. Of course, in a normal project, you will have a lot of different tasks here, so you will have to select from to limit it down. And then you go to features. Normally, you do that, and you select which features we want. The alignment for sure, and we will simply just take everything. No need to save on this. So you select it all, And as I said, you can go to location and reduce the output by chainage if you want to go to the network there, and you can do that. We will not do that as a part of this tutorial. Then close. The settings we need to go in and check. The combine surface is mandatory. That should be there. The new surface name, you can select whatever you want, but combine surfaces is mandatory. You need to use that. And the LAN-XML can actually be used in any system on site, not only Trimble. So we have a quick preview in 2D and see that we have the lines, we have the surfaces, we have everything that we want to have out. And we can also check it in 3D, of course, and see that it looks okay. And you can, of course, inspect this as thorough as you want to see if there's any holes or anything that is missing, but it's a very simple design. It should be fine. So we click on Finish, and we get all the surfaces that is available, but the combined surface is the top one. That is the one we want to use. We click Next, and the alignment as well, there's only one. So we'll put that one out. And then this is the new thing. Here, Quadri is now connecting directly to Works Manager and finding the available machines or devices that is on the project that we have connected. So it is 2 simulators, but we will use both of these and skip the third one, and then we will send to these 2 units only. So this is pretty cool. You can select directly here which machine you want to send this design to. And then you're done. So this already is in the machine. This goes through the no-sync technology that Trimble uses. It pings the machines from the Work Manager to field more or less constantly. And if there's any changes, it is pushed out directly. So this design is now published. There is a copy of the design that we have created in Works Manager, and we will go in and have a look at that. And then we will go to the devices, see if they have the data that is possible in Works Manager, or you can go to the field, of course, and check it. In addition, in Works Manager, you can check for status, see if the devices are running on the latest design and the latest revision. And you can give other devices that is coming in, maybe on a later stage, you can give those access to the design as well. And of course, you can edit and delete and archive designs inside Works Manager. So you log then into worksmanager.com. And again, you need your Trimble ID connected to the project that you have access to. And I will go into our, which is Digital Dag 2024. Here we are back in Örebro, and we recognize immediately that it's the same boundary that we created. We could have gone in and checked the coordinate system, but that should be fine. Here you see the 3 different devices that we have on this. So you see that is correct. And you have the road itself. And you can click on that and have a preview and check if everything here is okay. So you can blow that up and zoom in. This functionality is more or less copied from Trimble Connect, so you kind of know, but it's very stripped down compared to Connect. But you can see that design looks okay. You have the center line there, you have some lines on the side, and so everything should be fine. So this is looking like a success. Then the next and exciting thing is that we will go into Trimble Machine Control and have a look at it there. So as I said, this is directly synced out to the machine without going in, download, check for updates, go into another portal and push things. It's gone directly from Quadri to the machine. In a machine, you will select the surface, alignment, and you will, as an operator, select exactly what you want to do and what you want to use. So I will open my simulator on a machine. I do not have, unfortunately, an excavator in my backyard which I can play around with, so I will have to use the simulator. Inside here, I can go in and select my design that is pushed. I will select my surface, and I will also select my alignment that is already pre-selected here based on the guidance surface I used. Hit apply, and then it is loaded into the memory of the machine, and we can go and start and check what is visible here. And we have our beautiful little excavator with the road, and we are standing in the middle of it, and we have everything that we need. You can click on the alignment itself and select that one, or we can change surface or view directly from the screen. This is Android based, so you can do kind of much as you're used on a phone, unless you have an iPhone then. Okay. Same thing. You see the directions of the center line, the alignment, you see your stationing, and you see how far you are with offline 25 centimeters from the center line, from the alignment. So everything here looks fine. You see also the other lines, and you can use that functionality as well. The operators play around with these views. They can have the cross sections, the longitudinal sections you see on the left, and you can also get more information if you change to plan view. So we will change to plan view in the main screen. Just go in there, change the view, and you have all these different sections you can set up. Then if you click on any line, you will have the possibility to select the lines that came from Quadri directly in here. If there was a naming on these, it will appear with a name. And you can also use these lines as guiding and create a design inside the design and use only that. So like sewer lines or water drainage across the road, you can select those and use them in addition to your machine control design and surface. So that is what we do with the design to device, and it's done. So any questions, any comments coming up around this?
We do not have any open questions in the Q&A that I can see of. This is really exciting. What would you say, Per-Ola, is the best with this new tool? What kind of benefits would you consider to be the best thing?
The best and the biggest, I would say, is that you can use Quadri to publish data through this ISO standard, which means that you potentially in the near future can publish data from Quadri to Topcon, to Leica, to Trimble, to Makin, to all other brands from one single source. And that is really exciting. You can also implement this into Works Manager, and Works Manager will have open APIs, so you can use your own software somewhere and build on top of that and create your own workflow. So I think this is going to be really good, and it bridges the gap between the consultant and the machine. I'm not saying that Sweco or someone else will go in and start sending data directly to the machines, but add to the top of it the price of a Quadri license compared to competitive software out there. This is going to be a huge opportunity, I think, and a big save for the contractors if they want to take this in.
Right. So we have a comment from panelists. Basically, it's a method to avoid sending DMI plus DMR files to the contractor, isn't it? Then the contractor must have an environment set up to receive such data.
The contractor will have a Works Manager if they have Trimble machine control. They get that with every system they buy or purchase. But again, Works Manager can in near future or does already support this ISO standard. Topcon and Leica has ratified the same standard, so it will be theoretically possible to send data to those as well through one single platform. So I would say that there are big opportunities here if they look into it.